Hi, I'm Marnie Pehrson with IamJoyful.com and IdeaMarketers.com. We're talking about the Savior being the author and finisher of our faith. And we're talking about the who, what, why, when, where, and how questions of life. This segment is talking about where. Where is it going to happen? Where is it going to come from? Where are you going to find that mate? Where are you going to get the job? Where are you going to build the house? Where? Okay? This is something that God controls. If you'll give it to Him and let go of it, just get very clear on what you want, why you want it. Let Him take care of the where it's going to come from, and when it's going to come from, when it's going to happen. I'll give you an example of my sister. My sister was about 27 years old at the time, and she was single. She had dated lots of men, and she really wanted to get married and find someone who was just right for her. She had several marriage proposals that she turned down that, the men were just not exactly what she was looking for. She prayed about it, and, it was always, no, this is not the one to marry. And then one time she decided to take off on a car to a church singles conference up in Ohio. We lived in Tennessee at the time. So she and a friend drove all the way up to Ohio, and while she was there at this conference, she met a man, and she just knew almost immediately. I remember the weekend she came home and said, Marnie, I have met the man I'm going to marry. And I was, surprised because she just had dated so many guys and never been the right one. And sure enough, this is the man she married, and he is just a perfect match for her. She likes to design furniture and wood type crafts and all these things, and he builds them. They're just a perfect complement for each other. And, God made this match in heaven. But had she thought, well, I've got to find a man right here in my neighborhood. This fellow lived in Chicago. So she ended up moving to Chicago for 6 years before they moved back down to Tennessee. But she didn't limit herself as to where God could bring this man from. She felt like she was supposed to go to that conference. She acted. She did it. And there she found the man that God had in mind for her. So don't limit God as to where things may come from. They may come from a totally different place than you think. Other people many times hold our answers. They are the where, from where our prayers will be answered. In our last segment of the who, what, why, when, where, we're going to talk about how. And so how is it going to happen? This is another big one. It's a doozy. How is it going to happen? So in our next segment, how.